Hey booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. It is Friday. Oh, I am so happy, you guys, because I have a little extra time off in the week ahead due to the Thanksgiving holidays in America this week. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. I think you can probably guess what I'm reading right now. It's the same as last week. So I am still reading Paris to the Past by Ina Caro. And it's been interesting because she's starting the farthest back that she can. So almost the first half of the book is the Middle Ages, which there are people mentioned in here that are in the novel I'm reading, The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. So I'm still definitely have a ways to go with both of these books, but next Friday, you guys, I'm gonna be done with both of them. That's my goal. I'm gonna make a Friday reads video. These books are gonna be finished, so that's definitely gonna take some discipline on my part. So because I don't really have anything new to share in terms of reading, I thought I would do a tag. This is the Bookish Thanksgiving Tag, and I'm doing this now so that those of you who want to can do this in the coming week. You don't have to live in America to do this tag, although our food traditions you may not understand. And this tag was actually created by two young ladies at a channel called Fangirlscity. It was created 8 years ago. So yeah, like there's no comments, like you can't leave comments on their channel or anything like that. But question 1, bread. What is purely fluff and has no real plot line? I love bread. I love bread at Thanksgiving. I love making rolls. Now, I'm not sure this really counts as fluff. I looked around the library. I really did. I read Two Gentlemen of Verona earlier this year by William Shakespeare. I don't think Shakespeare is fluff, but this story, in comparison to the rest of his works, feels very early and just, yeah, it's just a lot lighter. So that's the one I picked for bread. Question number 2, turkey. What book made you want to fall asleep? Hi, Blue. You gonna come up here and say hi? So I looked around the library and I tried to find a book that I specifically remember making me fall asleep. The truth is, you guys, there's Blue. The truth is, I'm tired a lot of the time because of some of the medications that I take. And so really any book can make me fall asleep. That doesn't say anything at all about the book itself though. Question number 3, gravy. What book makes the whole series worth reading? Now, I am not as much of a fan of Gravy as these young ladies were 8 years ago, but and I don't read a lot of series, or at least I don't think I do. But I did think of this one, which I have talked about on my channel many times. So this is Plain Song, Eventide, and Benediction, all by the late Kent Harif. And, do you need to read them in order? I don't know. I did though. I read Plain Song, then I read Eventide and Benediction. They are outstanding books. I think the only thing that they really share in common is where they take place, which is a small town in Colorado. So that's my I know that's not like the best book necessarily in a series. I'm trying to figure out where to put things. Oh, goodness. Hi. Someone went to the vet. Yeah. Okay. Question 4, stuffing. Oh my God, you guys, I love stuffing so much. Okay, what book is stuffed full of action scenes? So I'm gonna go with, I don't know if I've ever talked about this book on my channel before. This is The Dog Stars by Peter Heller. It is a post-apocalyptic novel, and I've read it twice. Like, just to give you some idea of the power that this book holds in our home, and we are not, we're not necessarily dog people, but I can't even mention the name of the dog to Jason without him crying. So it's a really powerful story, and a lot is going on in this book. If you haven't read this one and you do enjoy post-apocalyptic novels, I would really recommend it. I haven't read anything else by Peter Heller, so I would like to do that at some point in the future. See what his other work is like. Okay, question number 5, mashed potatoes. What book looked good and then wasn't? So it's not so much how it looks. This is The Fruit of Stone by Mark Spragg, who I believe is a Wyoming author. He certainly lived in Wyoming for a while. I'm trying not to like cover up the cat here. So I read this at the end of last year, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of fell flat. I don't really remember very much about what happens in it, and it's disappointing because his memoir, which is called Where Rivers Change Direction, is really good. He also wrote a book, An Unfinished Life, that was turned into a film. So I do like his writing, and I like the memoir, Where Rivers Change Direction. It's so good. It's really worthwhile, but this one I'm just kind of like not as good as I was hoping for. So let's see. And also, like, why is that mashed potatoes? I love potatoes. I never met a potato I didn't like. Cranberries. What book has the sweetest romance? Okay, so there's so many books that I could have chosen for this. I tried to pick something that I haven't like shown on my channel a million times, but this still probably, you've still probably seen this one a lot. And this is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. I think Art at Bookshelf Odyssey might be doing a read-along of this book next year. Unfortunately, I don't think the timing is going to be quite right for me, but I do love this book, even though I recognize like it's not perfect, but the romance in it is excellent. And I also highly recommend the BBC miniseries of it. So good. All right. Question 7, corn. What's the corniest book you've ever read? Okay, so I really had to dig back here. This is one of my childhood books, The Best Loved Doll by Rebecca Caudill. Illustrations or pictures by Elliot Gilbert. Look at that cover. So, of course, this is about a little girl who, you know, is trying to figure out what doll to take to someone else's party. And, you know, she ends up taking a doll that is nowhere near as beautiful as the other dolls that are at the party. And anyway, so yes, it's cheesy, but yes, it's wonderful, delightful. And that is, I've tried really hard not to hold on to too many books from my childhood, but this one is definitely a keeper. So, all right, after corn, we have green beans. What book is too long and needs to be shortened? Okay, I could be wrong. I could be wrong with this one because it's been a long time since I've read it. But just lifting it up. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. So, look, I mean, oh my God, it is such a huge book. I do vividly remember certain scenes in this book that are very creepy. But yeah, I don't know if it needed to be this long because I really don't remember as much about it as I wish I did. And that could totally be my fault. Like, it might not need to be shortened. I'm not one of those people who thinks that, you know, just because a book is, you know, big or long or really descriptive, like, then, yeah, we should just get the scissors out. But this book, yeah, I don't know. It's really long, and like I said, I wish I remembered more because it's probably not the kind of thing that I'm gonna, you know, gravitate toward as far as rereading. So, and finally, let's see, pumpkin pie. Oh, I love pumpkin pie. We are gonna have pumpkin pudding for Thanksgiving here. So, a little bit different, a little bit lighter. What book do you read to get out of a reading slump? So there's a couple paths that I might take. Like, I might read some YA or just like something that's really lighter. But the other thing I thought of was that I might gravitate toward a book I've already read, like North and South, and reread it. Like a book I already kind of feel at home in. And so I was looking at the shelves and trying to think about, like, if I was in a reading slump right now, which of course I'm not, because I have these two books to keep me occupied. But if for some reason I wanted something from the shelves that I've already read being the key, I might pick up The Blind Assassin by Margaret Atwood. I love this book. I just thought it was just absolutely fantastic. So creative and interesting, and there's just all these layers and levels to it. And so I want to get back to this book. I just don't know when. So many books, so little time. But yeah, so that might be something that I would pick up if I was in a reading slump, something that I've already read. The 10th question is dog/cat. I guess in my case it would be cat, but like, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food that you would steal from the table? So probably, so in my family, we would have Thanksgiving dinner pretty early, and then later in the evening we'd make little turkey sandwiches. So with the homemade rolls, turkey, and then I would have, and I know this is so bad, that cranberry sauce that comes from a can that has like the rings in it. I would have some of that on it, and that's definitely the kind of thing I would maybe steal. I'm sure at some point in my life, one or more members of my family have gotten up in the middle of the night to have a turkey sandwich. So that was something I really loved. Of course, I love pumpkin pie too. So yeah, lots of special treats at Thanksgiving. Jason and I are playing it very low key this Thanksgiving. We're actually going to have chili. So that'll be interesting. I don't think I've ever had chili for Thanksgiving before, but I just don't want him to have to spend a ton of time in the kitchen. I want him to get to enjoy his time off. So those are our plans. And if you want to do the, let me get the name officially correct, the Bookish Thanksgiving Tag, please feel free. I will leave all the information down below, and you can check out an 8-year-old original tag. So, and again, you don't have to be American to do the tag. If you wanna improvise on this, Canadians, if you wanna take your own Thanksgiving, I know that was back in October, but you can still do this. So I'd love to hear in the comment section down below what you think of my answers, of the books that I chose and the books I'm reading, or if you have special plans for the week ahead, what you're gonna be doing. I love getting comments. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, I understand. You can always leave an emoji or give this video a thumbs up as a way of saying hello. I really appreciate it. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will be back soon with another bookish video. Bye.